Yeah. Low on the boards, me in the booth, obviously. Everybody a rapper, right? Wrong. Well, everybody ain't no lyricist. Highest of echelons, my skill lifted just like my spirit is. Won't be ignored, I'm early at your door. Jehovah Witness shit, I'll never quit. MC Hammer, I'm nothing if not too legit. Yosemite Sam, you ain't my fam, then I'm off the hip. Treat you and all of your dogs like I'm Michael Vick. Hit the ground running, they ain't been able to catch me since. Pole position, something higher than this shit just don't exist. Rhyme eclectic, equipped with a style that only time perfected. Speak my message, you ain't gotta like it, but you will respect it. No exceptions, I'm tipping over what y'all use as leverage. A large dose of what you least expected. Jesus grabbed the wheel, I snatched it back like it was new necklace. Tell me how it feel watching my life turn to complete a checklist. Baby, when it's real, you never stress a day about who the next is. Killing no debates about who the best is. Word up.
Yeah, we back on another Sunday. S.STREET Media. It's your boy, your baby mama. We in the building. Another episode of Art School. Let me get this mic. I really don't like the fact that you got this mic on this side, though, man. This pisses me off. Normally it's on this side.
It's on this side?
Yeah, normally it's on. No, don't change it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yo, shout outs to Crowns and Head Ties. They were just in here and they have fixed the. They have put the mics all over the place. So you know what I mean. Shout outs to all the podcasts, everybody that's tuning in. Yes. Yo, Sunday 7 p.m. a little later, you know what I'm saying? You know what's that called? CPT time?
CP time.
CP time and things like that. We're here, god damn it, in this universe. This another episode of Art School. I just want to start out by saying, yo, check this shit out, man. This is about the universe, right? And what we're doing over here at Art School and what we're doing with S.STREET Media. Shout outs to 1718 Collective. They definitely support what we're doing, but it's about turning the tide and it's about connecting the dots in the universe. And I brought a brother here that has been on a circuit fucking killing for a minute now. I think I first got whiff of the name probably about 2014 2015 early. You know what I'm saying? It was just connections, knowing this person, knowing that person, you know what I mean? Being in the right time, right space, right paint, all of that. You know, without further ado, one of the pioneers of this art podcast shit, because I didn't know who was, there was nobody, you know what I mean? We was talking about this earlier. It was like 3 years in, you know what I'm saying? That's a huge achievement, you know what I mean, for the radio. Now transitioning into the podcast itself or that realm, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to introduce my man Josie boy, y'all. Give it up, man. My brother. The fuck?
I appreciate you, King. Thank you for having me, bro.
God
I appreciate it, man. Like those are some high words. I gotta live up to that.
Yo, man, for real, God, for real. It's I was putting it because you know the caption mean everything.
Yeah, I saw the caption, bro. You listen.
You know,
listen. It's a blessing.
A fucking pioneer. You know, I'm not gonna curse too much. You know what I mean? This episode, I promised myself that. One thing that I did forget again this episode was the rap snacks.
And that's your joint too.
Yeah, man. The rap snacks. I forgot the rap snacks. I went to I normally stop off at one store, you know what I mean? I always talk to the little ox in the store. Shout out to my ox on Miller and Picking, you know what I mean? And they were, you know, they always see me with the painting. Gotcha. And it's like, have the rap snacks ready. He was like, yo, I ain't got none today, man. I'm just like bummed out about that shit. So, you know what I mean? But the dream and what we're putting into the air is having art snacks. Yeah, man. So rap snacks, y'all better get up with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we got some artists here, god damn it, and they gonna be designing your chips and all that good stuff. I'm good. I was just pulling the mic down, pause. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But we got another wonderful episode for you guys and gals out there that's tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in to the live and all that. My man Josie Boy is definitely on his live right now. I sent him a request to be a part of it.
Heard it.
And stuff like that. But whatever though, first I just want to say thank you for pulling up. You know what I mean?
So love, bro.
It was kind of short notice on the date.
Right.
I said I reached out to you like prior to episode 1, and I was just like,
we spoke before you even started.
Yo, was the crazy thing is I was actually supposed to be on his show some years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, man, I gotta get up there. You know what I'm saying? And things happen, and life has happened.
Yes.
And now we're here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Sitting down. You know what I'm saying? In front of some good mics, a good media company.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? With some brothers that's definitely doing their thing.
Shout out to S.STREET Media. Yes. Big time. Shout out to S.STREET Media. That's love. We need it.
We definitely need it, and we're here to provide a platform for artists out there. You know what I'm saying? But especially artists of color. Because that's really important. It's like sooner than later we're gonna be in the museums anyway.
Oh, give us another 3 years, 2-3 years,
2-3 years,
2-3 years.
Yeah.
They waiting for us.
Museum talk, art talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing at art school. So you know what I mean. Just to give a brief intro, I thought you were from Brownsville. I really thought that you was Brownsville from the connections that we was getting from like all the time. So it's like, yo, we doing this little nonprofit gig. We doing this little thing like that. I always thought you was like a Brownsville, East New York native or whatever, but you actually represent the BX.
Well, no. See,
Okay.
I'll explain it to you. So originally, like I was born in Spanish Harlem.
Okay.
So I was my mom lived in Brooklyn since I was like 7. Like I'm 32. So I moved to Brooklyn for good when I was 15. I've been in Brownsville since then, and then I moved to the Bronx. I've been in the Bronx for like 4 years now. So it's like it's hard for me to like when somebody asks me like where I'm from. It's like a split between Brooklyn and Harlem.
Okay.
So it's like but I've been in the Bronx for a few years, and it's like it's a culture shock. I mean, I've always had family and things of that nature, so I've been to the Bronx and all that good stuff growing up, but they know I'm not from there. They know I'm not from there.
It's like when people know you're not from Brownsville.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
shout out to Saratoga St. Mark's, right on the hill.
What's up? We're in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's Bronx, Brooklyn thing. It's a Bronx Brooklyn connection. Like I said, we like when I started checking out the work, it was through a lot of different connections, and it was like, yo, oh boy got his own steez. You know what I'm saying? He got his own style. Nobody's out there really, you know what I mean, putting in that amount of work. You were on fire. You were coming off the Basel and all of that stuff. Like I seen clips of it because this was like Facebook. This was like when I was
this was early.
Yeah, this is heavy on Facebook. Like I was on Facebook and I'm just looking at everything. I'm looking at everything. I'm going through people's pages to go check out other people once they tag them. Say what's going. And you was just coming off the Basel thing. Then it was like now you going full steam. You working it, and then now we in the streets and we're working together and things like that. We're doing murals together and all that.
I think it was swag that linked us for good.
Probably.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So shout outs to everybody that put this together to making this happening right here. Because, those connections was real.
Big time.
As artists, you know what I'm saying? It's like shit, I could probably name, a handful of artists, you know what I mean, that was really, you know what I mean, been putting in pain for a couple of years on some visual art.
Facts.
Type shit. And Josie's name has always been a part of that conversation, you know what I mean? Not just from me, but other artists. They always mentioning you know what I mean? From the brand itself to the merch, you know what I'm saying? The painting style, you fucking with the watercolors, you fucking with the acrylics, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, and it's like,
whoo. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like it's a blessing because I was just sitting and reminiscing. I got things coming up. We're gonna talk about that later. But like I was sitting and I was talking to my homeboy. Shout out to my brother Jay Santee. He's like the producer for my show, and he's on. We'll talk about that. That's coming. But I was sitting, I'm thinking like, yo, it's crazy how much respect is put on my name through my peers. And sometimes, sometimes through hindsight, like we just want to keep going. So we don't really pay attention to how much work we put in.
Yeah.
And I'm like the caption you put up yesterday, I'm like, bruh, Wow.
It's serious, man.
Wow,
You
like-
100 and something deep, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
100
I really
and something
appreciate
deep.
it.
Like, this
Yeah.
guy's really 100, 200 episodes deep. Now you're like I said, on the verge of celebrating 3 years
Almost, yeah.
of
Almost.
just, and like I said, this is the beginning of artists reaching out to artists
Mm-hmm.
to provide a platform to talk about their art and social issues.
And this is all from like us. Neither one of us have an ego.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
I mean, shit, as far as the ego is concerned, you know what I mean? I see a lot of that in a positive way in your work. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, these lines aren't rigid. That shows confidence in the hand. You got to have some type of ego not to have confidence in your hand.
You
know?
can't. I tell people ego and confidence have to go hand in hand. It depends on like there's levels to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I have enough ego to know. And enough. Well, I'll partner together. Ego and confidence. I have enough ego and confidence to be like, listen, like my shit is dope. Like, you're not touching my shit. But I have enough ego to. I have enough power to be able to turn down to reach out to people like you and to reach out to people like so many other pits. Like shout out to Donuts and Henny because he was up here. He was up here.
Biggie, what's up, bro?
I mean, Big. That's bro. He's killing it too.
Yeah, he's working.
He's working. You know what I'm saying? Like I have enough because people want to sit there and say you don't have a backing or you don't have like nobody's talking about you don't have this, you don't have that, and it's like, but that has nothing to do with the work ethic. Like, you look at the work ethic. Like I said to myself, if you are killing shit, I got no problem working with you.
More power to you.
You feel me? Like let's do this. Because people, they need people like us.
Yeah, especially like I said, artists of color. Seriously. As we, you know what I mean, as everybody that's tuning in, Ustream, S.STREET Media, we got Josie boys up here, and we're talking about that unity or that community of artists, you know what I mean, of the marginalized diaspora.
Perfect way to word it.
You know what I'm saying? And how important it is to be able to, you know what I mean, reach out and put that shit to the side.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Put that shit to the side, y'all. It's a whole bunch of shit we could talk about all day.
Oh, yeah.
But I just want to start with that shit.
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't curse so much. God damn.
But you had to get the point out.
Got to get that point out. Putting that aside, man.
Yeah, man.
That's hard.
Yeah.
How has that been for you, you know what I mean, in this game, especially in New York City, you know? Because you're a New Yorker.
We're born and raised. And there's not many of us left.
And there's not many of us left because everybody's coming in and putting on open studio shows and
we're
shit
still
like
fighting. We're still fighting. It's not, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. Like you said, we go back to like 13, 14. Like we've been and we crossed paths for like maybe a year or so. Like and we just didn't meet each other yet. And then after that, been all love. You know, I'm blessed enough to have worked with a good amount of companies and worked in a good amount of places. Like I've been places, I've done things all before. Like I've accomplished a lot way before I even hit 30. Like God willing, this Wednesday actually the 3rd is my birthday.
Okay,
I'll be 33.
All right, okay, all right.
So, like, to be from a place where, like you said, we born and raised, to be from a place where you're not supposed to make it past 18.
Yeah,
you feel me? So like me accomplishing so much and then coming into my own in my 30s, in my late 20s, early 30s, I could easily have an ego and be like, I'm better than everybody, but I know I have so much work to do. The one thing we forget as artists that we're always students.
Yeah.
So you never like status wise, like to the public, you may be bigger than somebody, you may make more money than somebody, but as humans, we're never better than anybody.
You speaking on a student aspect. Growing up, you know what I'm saying. I was also a student. Bramhall, Marinsky. I speak about a lot of artists. You know what I mean, that I seen. Immediately, whether it was like the streets, you know what I mean. So I was influenced by guys like Flavor on a trip or like a graffiti trip, and then you go into you know what I mean, certain other types of art. So you're looking at the.
Remember, we had 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points and shit. Rest in peace, 5 points. You know what I'm saying. But shout outs to Mears though, who fought a huge battle. Won that, he got that bag. So shout outs to Mears for getting that bag. You know what I mean. But growing up, I mean, your birthday is coming up soon. But who are some of those people that actually got you spiced up, or was this a natural thing that you just picked up?
That's a good question. So I've always had this talent. Like, it's funny because I always tell people, like, when they ask me how long have you been doing whatever, and you know how this is almost impossible to answer that question.
Yeah.
I just know when I wanted to go full circle when I was like 9 years old. Okay. I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But I have sketchbooks from second grade, so it's like 6 years old, 7 years old. You feel me? So, growing up, I grew up by the Graffiti Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I seen Stay High. I seen Cause come through. I've seen Zephyr. I've seen like all. I'm a student. Of the game, I'm in the culture. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then on the same note, growing up, it's like I remember being introduced to Basquiat, and one of my favorite painters ever. It's like, of course, it'll throw everybody off. His name is Alphonse Mucha.
Okay.
He is one of the spearheaders for Art Nouveau.
Okay.
So like, and that whole thing is them, Gustav Klimt, which everybody have seen Gustav Klimt work. They just don't know his name like that.
Yeah.
Those people overthrew the French government when it came to like the elitists of the art, which is what we're doing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, we're overthrowing that.
Yeah,
you feel me?
It's over for
but
that shit.
it's everybody from like Cause, of course. You know, Cause, Basquiat. I'm a Herring fan. I'm not an Andy Warhol fan. Surprising. Very surprising.
No, not for nothing. I'm not a Warhol fan either.
At all.
I mean, I'm gonna sit down. I'm not really a Jean Michel fan like that.
I respect that.
I respect Jean Michel and things like that, but I'm more like a James Marshall type guy.
I love James Marshall. James Marshall.
You know, I'm more like a de Kooning and shit like that. You know, so
I'm a Francis Bacon. Big time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you know, those are, but I get more inspiration through other things. So it's like the consistency of Basquiat. You know what I'm saying, which got me hyped. And that's, I think sometimes when we get have that chat, who inspired you and shit, it's like, so what did you pick from those guys? You know what I mean? In those realms, you know?
That's a good question. So I'll tell you, like, if like whenever I decide, or whenever I do break down who I like, people will be, oh, I see that.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, when I was maybe, I want to say like 19, like I knew where Picasso died, well, like what he died with. He had like over, was it like 90,000 drawings or something like that? Like it was up there. Picasso, Basquiat died with over 1,000 paintings and 1,000 drawings. Like I'm like, in between, there's no greatness. Yeah, I need to be in that. I need to be in that. You feel me? I need to be in that. And I got people like Cause, who's like line workers. That makes you want to punch somebody.
You see it in your work. You see it in your work, and you know, as an artist,
yeah, it's like that. Then you have the colors of like just, you know, 80s baby, 90s raised me. Like, you know, the day glow colors and every, like, just we grew up in an era where we watched like Krylon and Montana like just introduce all these new colors. Yeah. And everything is just, so we grew up with all that stuff. It's like watching we had the TV, like the 90s had some of the best visuals. Yeah. Let's be honest about it. We grew up with the Michael Jacksons and all that stuff. Yeah. But you got like guys like Cause. Then you got like I'm into toys too, so you got the Bounty Hunter guys. Then early 2000s you got Babe. Like, let's be honest.
You fuck with the Kid Robot?
I used to. No, I mean I kind of fell off ever since they left New York.
Yeah, that was like. I was fucking with them. They had the little spot there, Soho and shit, and you know what I mean? It was like cool to see a toy store and things like that.
For us, at least.
For us at that time, that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you got them, but that Kid Robot introduced me to a lot of people. Like you got like Joe Ledbetter and Tristan Eaton, and like then that's right by the Bowery Wall. Yeah, exactly. So legendary. You feel me? Yeah, exactly. We've seen the Futuras and even like everybody who likes him, Banksy. Banksy did his thing over there, but it's like anybody touched that wall. So it's like that. It's like, all right, we left that store, and now it's like, yo, I want that wall. I'm gonna get that wall one day. But I mean, but like guys like, you know, Causes line work. I'm big on people who are living too. Like I pay attention to Instagram, and I pay attention to my peers and all that shit. Like just the feverish way that you're putting in work constantly since I met you. You feel me? Like just going, bro, just going. And so many people are so afraid of, like we were talking earlier off the mic. It's like so many people are afraid of starting from one spot and just, you know, like just get through it, bro. Just get through it. Like. Just keep putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's gonna like it is gonna like it. Whoever don't, that's cool. Let them be late. Yeah. You feel me?
That kind of deters your creative process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you like, oh man, because it's not looking like this.
Yeah, right.
And so to all you artists out there that's checking in and you know what I mean, tuning into the live and things like that. Right. You know, it's step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. That's it.
It is not step 1, 4, 16. you know, then cut it out. Cut it the fuck out. Okay, I'm sorry. I said I was gonna curse, but I had to get out. Come on. And that's one of the steps that I've seen throughout your work. It's steps. So, you know, whether if it's murals, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I mean, really establishing a brand, really showing that, yo, this is my steez. And, you know, that's important to recognize. I heard you say something about giving the artists, well, they're alive. You know what I mean? Yes, this is the new wave. This is the goddamn new wave. Okay?
For appreciation.
And you got to give the artist its credit when it's due if they're alive and you know them. So, you know,
especially if you know them.
And if you know them. So shout outs to everybody that is supporting Josie Boy. Shout outs to everybody that's supporting myself.
Yes.
S.STREET Media. We really appreciate you because we're actually here.
We're here.
We didn't get the embalming fluid put in us yet.
No.
We don't have a tag on our toe and stuff like that. You know, give him the credit. It's here. You know what I mean? And this guy's been putting in a lot of pain, a lot of paintings, a lot of stuff. You know, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said before, you know, so you now know who you are. You're getting your pain on. You got these people that's giving you this juice. Like, sip this cup over here for this. You know what I mean? You got this over here for that and all that. What was that point where you're saying, yo, you know what? All right, I'm going to actually put this on a wall. Like, when was that?
Like murals?
First? No, or just
in general.
Just in general, because I know it wasn't 9 years old. Because you wouldn't be here, you'd be at the MoMA.
I'd be somewhere else.
Yeah, there'll be some guy with a heavy bio about your child prodigy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when was that like first time that you said, you know, I'm going to put my work up on a wall, and how was that experience for you?
I'll tell you. Well, first off, like, you ask questions that nobody asks, so like this is important. This is important. Like, y'all need to stop playing and tuning to art school every single Sunday. Like, for real. That's a good question. It's because I'll tell you, like, after I got out of high school, like, I remember when I was in high school, my teacher, shout out to Miss Roberts. I'm still in contact with her.
Shout out to Miss Roberts. Yo, I won't break you off. We're gonna go into that. Yo, like we said, we gotta acknowledge those who are alive. Yo, shout outs to all the teachers out there that got guys like us up here too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? For real, because last week we had another guy come through, my man Birch. And the week before that,
shout out to Birch. That's my brother.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Connected. We here. We affiliated. We talking about those teachers. So shout out to your teacher, yo.
Yes, man.
But Miss Roberts,
yeah, she changed my life because I remember coming in. This is when I had first moved to Brooklyn. So I just turned 16. Okay. And you know, I took the art class. It was easy. I'm like, I'm gonna get a 90. Whatever. Easy. So it was 35 of us. She gave everybody sketchbooks. She made sketchbooks, you know, because you know how school budgets are. Yeah, yo, board of education, get that shit straight.
Get your shit straight,
please. Like, we need it. So she gave me sketchbooks, and I had like drew some or whatever. And she's like, draw something in front of you. So I came back the next day. It was 5 days a week. Came back the next day, and I'm also writing in my book, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been kicked out of school, classes in high school for just finishing projects too fast. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna get kicked out again. She was like, the one thing it says, you know how to draw, don't you? And I'm like, yeah. So I gave her some of my sketchbooks, and she didn't let me do what the other class did. I came back the third day, bro. Third day, no lie. Third day, she was like, you sitting right there in the corner by the window. She gave me canvases. She gave me a bucket of paint. She was like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Do what you want.
Wow.
Yo, can I tell you that one moment changed everything? So when I got out of high school and she told me like, yo, you could be a painter. Like, you're really good. She was only teaching me for 2 years. She's like, you're good. Like, do something. Yeah. So I opted out of going to college. Don't stay away from school, kids. Don't do it. Go to school. It's important. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I just chose to stay away from it because they couldn't teach me my hustle. That's a whole nother story. But that's just that New York. You know how
that's
that
the
go.
New York shit.
So I get so you got I get out of school, and it was like a weird limbo because you know when you 18 you gotta work, you gotta make money, like you gotta become an adult. So I was in a limbo between maybe like 18 and 20, and I'm still making stuff. Like, this is MySpace. Yeah. So I'm like putting stuff on MySpace.
Shout out to MySpace.
Shout out to MySpace.
Oh my God. Shout out to MySpace. Yo,
they don't know.
Yo, MySpace, and you had to get your own.
Yes. You made everything.
Everything. You made your background. You had the code and everything.
Facts.
All right, MySpace.
Shout out to everybody who became graphic designers after MySpace.
Shout outs to everybody who became a graphic designer off of fucking MySpace.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Dude, they really taught us.
Coding everything, bro.
Yo, MySpace.
So this is MySpace era, and I'm putting stuff up, and like the girls will be, oh my god, you know how to draw. Like they only impressed with that shit. But like you know how that go, and I'm in limbo at that point. I'm like, man, what I'm doing, I'm working like 12-hour days. I'm like, man, dude, like I know what I want to do, but I don't have that confidence yet. So I want to say maybe I go into my mid-20s. At this point, I'm really making stuff. Like I'm really doing stuff. I'm just not like consistently selling yet.
Yeah.
So I knew I wanted to do it. Like I always knew I wanted to do it, but I said I'm going to get into galleries and stuff when I was like maybe 22. I'm like, all right, I got this. I didn't get a big enough break until I was maybe 23, 24. I started this Kid Robot was big. I started making toys. That's where the money came from first. Literally, like no pun intended, because the toys called money. Right, I know. So I started painting those, and I'm already like whipping up drawings and all that stuff. But I started painting those, and this is what I was working at Virgin Megastore, Union Square.
Oh my god,
Union Square, yeah. Oh, New York, baby.
New York, yo,
oh, New York, baby.
Yeah. So we got MySpace, and we got Virgin Megastore. That was a mega store.
It was. I love that store, bro.
Right on 40 Deuce.
Yes, I was at the 14th Street one.
And yeah, movie theater that had the whole spiel in there.
I was at the joint in Union Square. I was at that one.
Oh
yeah,
man,
so I was at that was my favorite one because yeah, you can steal easy in that one.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm there and the store closed, and I'm like, damn, this is my first time losing a job. Like, what I'm gonna do? Well, second time actually, but the store went out of business, and everybody said, I'm going to school. So I said, I took my severance pay. I got on unemployment. I said, I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna play. I just bought PS3. I was like, I'm painting and I'm playing games all summer. I ain't doing nothing else. And from then on, bro, I've been head like just 10 toes down, straight forward. You feel me?
Right now, like we said, S.STREET Media, Art School. We got your boy Josie Boy, aka your girl's favorite artist. I forgot to mention that. Right? I really forgot to like say that. That is so important. Just taking that leap of faith when you don't know what exactly is going to happen, but believing in your craft.
Yeah,
that takes a lot for brothers and sisters of color in a city where it's really marginalized for us to make any opportunities or take any steps to be financially stable, right? And you made that step, and now it's like pew, I think that's part of why I'm dropping so much work right now too, because I'm just not afraid of taking that step.
You can't be, bro. You can't be afraid. Like I'm gonna tell you on some for real shit. Like when I'm in the middle of, and this is when like, cause people forget, like there's a struggle between all of that. Like you gotta, Yeah, I know. There's a struggle between all. So like that was when I had a girlfriend at the time. Like we ended up together for 8 years. Like she had most of my 20s, but in between that, it's like we started hitting different paths. Like I tell people, if you plan on if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to chase a career, like you want to do this, be prepared to lose your mind, your money, your girl, your friends. Like, be prepared to be secluded. Like, be prepared for that. And that takes a hell of a man or a woman, like, strength. Like, you have to have all the confidence. This is where ego is dead. You have to have all the confidence in the world.
And character, too.
And please. Character is so important, bro. Yeah. Because if you're not a man of your word, a woman of your word, like, who gonna believe you?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Okay, so if you say that you're gonna do something,
do it.
All right. If you say, yo, Josie, I want a bag, and I got you Friday.
Right. What you need? Like I got you.
See,
you my man. I know you. You feel me? I ain't gonna take that from some regular ass dude. But I know your merit. Yeah. Because you've stood tall for so many years with me.
Yeah.
Like, you call me tomorrow, like I see some of y'all, who order bags from me. Like we talking like 450. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking like on a light note. You feel me? So
that's cash.
If you hit me on something like, yo, son, I need a bag, blah blah whatever, I know you're good for it.
Yeah.
You my man. I know you're good for it. You feel me? But that takes a long time for people to build it up. So like while I'm in the middle of all this, granted we all make mistakes. I made mistakes. It is what it is. It's all that. But I knew, like, I'm not super religious. I'm spiritual. I believe, it is what it is. Everybody, if you believe God is yourself, that's cool. You believe in yourself, that's important. It's important.
It's important.
But I believe I had visions from jump. I knew what I was supposed to do, and I said, I told myself as I got older, it's like, it's bigger, it's deeper than just painting. It's deeper than just painting. Like, we have to fight for the normality of this. Like, the same way you can go get a security job, you should be able to go work for an art company or a gallery, or you should just be a painter. Nobody should look down at you if you choose to say you're a painter.
What you think about that nowadays, though? As especially artists of color, you know what I mean? Do you see that with your craft as far as, you know what I mean, people not saying, yo, this is a job? You know, it's like, yeah, this is really a job.
Yeah.
Respect my job. I may not go out and, you know what I mean?
Not in a regular 9 to 5.
But I have a 9 to 5 that is 8 hours
Yeah.
of practicing and painting on this bag. It may seem like it's one bag to you, but I just put 8 hours in this material, you know, in this product for you to have forever. You know what I'm saying? And we have Josie Boy up here. You know, we talking that shit. We talking more art stuff. We got my man Math in the back as the engineer and all that. Yo, your girl's favorite artist, you know what I'm saying, in the building, Art School, your host, your baby moms. You know what I'm saying? I'm here having fun on this wonderful Sunday. We appreciate y'all for checking in at Street Media. Yo, Math, man, whenever you ready, God, you could drop that new Mickey. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mickey Fax, bro?
Mickey Fax.
That's one of your favorite artists?
He's up there.
He's one of my favorite artists.
He's up there. Creatively, he's up there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yo, we here. You know what I'm saying? Holla, stir up. ROC. Yeah, boy.
Are you the first original Mickey Mouse?
Yeah. Narcoleptic for S's with railroads through it. Dreams of money can get you a jail pose viewing. Beepers and cell phone users are coat rulers. So in summer when snow's moving, the roads ruin. Get a plow and get a plow and get a trowel for a rich lawyer to get it reconciled. These dreams turn to nightmares, you see Freddy smile. Your life can end in one ring like a wedding vow. Phone call by the bread pal to get you drowned. Indecent proposal can leave your whole bed to foul. You want more like Demi, so for the cheddar now. Ain't nothing on sale, but you selling now. Look where you headed, searching for a comforter, but not where your bed is. For that green sheet, you count sheep like a shepherd. Psalm 23 on repeat like a record that scratch at the beginning. Slumber for the presidents. They tried to kill Reagan twice, that's evidence. Women put their body for display and celibate, but not celibate. They waking up hell bent, feeling devilish. Money's the root of all evil, so the messages, the relatives on your family tree can be a nemesis. Visions of canopies, counting salaries in the crib isn't reality, but the fantasy helps you live. Homeless people street dream, but they can't handle, so they panhandle. Water washed away they sandcastle. Now they trapped inside of a black apple where the worms go back and forth like hand paddles. Hanging off a fire escape, I see it all. Hand on the ladder, making my words be a wall. Could've studied at Seton Hall, but luckily me and art don't snore or yawn, either or. Back, bro, singing lullabies for the cash flow. They call me Butterfly cause I'm that dope. Stutter lines got called a cocoon, but when the stacks grow, I attract folks. They assholes who jump in they sleep tadpoles and bathrobes now. All they can do is nap, so they attach dough to fabric up on the flagpole. Saluted like Castro, beauties turn beasts for it, no glass rolls. And they would lie worse than Pinocchio's last nose, and that's low. Inspiring actress on the mattress, slipping out of a black dress just to be that next star. Bet on they ass and ass bet. Pillow fights to cash checks, silly right? Yes. Eyes wide shut, if that's the windows to your soul, put your blinds up. Daydream about my bucks, at least I see what I'm doing, so when I rise up, dollar signs in my eye ducts, cry tears that make sense, blind fear makes strength, my brush sways left, blindfolded to the paint sketch, my eyes rolling while I take breaths, if I doze then I may have slept on what I may have dreamt, hold up like I made a tent, I'm broke but I'm still paying rent, I'm living like I'm bedridden, how my day is spent, I'm hanging with Sega Sonic but everybody think it's Kim, fall asleep with a woman for a lady scent. Penny for thoughts, I need closure. Wanna be well rested when it's over. One hand on the holster, cause before I get broke, I put myself in a coma.
Are you the first original
Yeah. Narcoleptic for S's with railroads through it. Dreams of money can get you a jail pose viewing. Beepers and cell phone users are coat rulers. So in summer when snow's moving, the roads ruin. Get a plow to get a plow to get a trowel for a rich lawyer to get it reconciled. These dreams turn to nightmares, you see Freddie smile. Your life can end in one ring like a wedding vow. Phone call by the bread pal to get you drowned. Indecent proposal can leave your whole bed to foul. You want more like Demi, so for the cheddar now. Ain't nothing on sale, but you selling now. Look where you headed, searching for a comforter, but not where your bed is. For that green sheet, you count sheep like a shepherd. Psalm 23 on repeat like a record that scratched at the beginning. Slumber for the presidents. They tried to kill Reagan's whites, that's evidence. Women put their body for display and celibate, but not celibate. They waking up hell-bent, feeling devilish. Money's the root of all evil, so the messages, the relatives on your family tree can be your nemesis. Visions of canopies, counting salaries in the crib isn't reality, but the fantasy helps you live. Homeless people street dream, but they can't handle, so they panhandle. Water washed away they sandcastle. Now they trapped inside of a black apple where the worms go back and forth like hand paddles. Hanging off a fire escape, I see it all. Hand on the ladder, making my words be a wall. Could've studied at Seton Hall, but luckily me and art don't snore or yawn, either or. Back, bro, singing lullabies for the cash flow. They call me Butterfly cause I'm that dope. Stutter lines got called a cocoon, but when the stacks grow, I attract folks. They assholes who jump in they sleep tadpoles and bathrobes now. All they can do is nap, so they attach dough to fabric up on the flagpole. Saluted like Castro, beauties turn beasts for it, no glass rolls. And they would lie worse than Pinocchio's last nose, and that's low. Inspiring actress on the mattress, slipping out of a black dress just to be that next star. Bet on they ass and ass bet. Pillow fights to cash checks, silly right? Yes. Eyes wide shut, if that's the windows to your soul, put your blinds up. Daydream about my bucks, at least I see what I'm doing, so when I rise up, dollar signs in my eye ducts, cry tears that make sense, blind fear makes strength, my brush sways left, blindfolded to the paint sketch, my eyes rolling while I take breaths, if I doze then I may have slept on what I may have dreamt, hold up like I made a tent, I'm broke but I'm still paying rent, I'm living like I'm bedridden, how my day is spent, I'm hanging with Sega Sonic but everybody think it's Kim, fall asleep with a woman for a lady sin. Penny for thoughts, I need closure. Wanna be well rested when it's over. One hand on the holster, cause before I get broke, I put myself in a coma.
And we back. We're back. Another episode of Art School. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we're here, S.STREET Media. It's your host, your baby moms in the building. Yo, we got your girl's favorite artist, Josie Boy. You know what I'm saying? Mackin' and all that. And, you know, here, you know, more stuff about art, art-related stuff. And, you know, we got a little time today, you know what I'm saying? Because Maniac ass. Cause I can't say Maniac crazy because, like, I think crazy is like lower than the Maniac. So Maniac, you know what I'm saying, isn't able to attend tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Maniac and the Maniac Show. He's also up here. You know what I'm saying? S.STREET Media. We got a whole bunch of different podcasts, you know what I mean, styles and all that. Shout outs to Math, you know what I mean, for passing the bleezy.
It's culture, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And we doing this for the culture. Young artists out here, we doing our thing. Yes, artists of color, you know, as we were speaking, you know what I mean, previous, you was like, yo, man, you asking some good ass questions. You know, I'm like, yo, it's dialogue and conversation.
Exactly.
And I think that's really important, you know, when you're speaking to your artists. So all you guys out there that or gals that's, you know what I mean, into journalism and want to do this and want to talk about that. First of all, you got to respect the pioneers. You got to respect some of the OGs like Josie Boy. This guy was the first, like I keep going back to it, but you were the first visual artist that I see that created a platform for other artists to talk on.
It's important.
We got 1,000 rap shows. We got 1,000. This is the voice in the face ass.
How many fashion shows we got?
How many fashion shows? But when it comes to artists of color, which I think that we're not like thoroughly represented in these shows, in these galleries, in these museums. There's none that's really talking about art.
None.
Especially in New York City.
Where we're I tell people, if you pay attention in I think it's in Williamsburg alone, there's over 5,000 working artists in Williamsburg alone. You feel me? Yeah. So we're not talking about just Brooklyn in general. We're talking about Williamsburg alone. So that means like we're not from, like we're not from there. So just that one spot. So what does that tell you about like the rest of Brooklyn or Harlem or the Bronx? So like, and no even mentions Queens. Like shout out to Queens because I got some people out there. So but it's we're already trapped. We're already boxed in. We're already shut out. You feel me? So for me, like, all right. So, well, I guess we'll get into it. So, first of all, I didn't say it was an honor for me to be here. I didn't say that. That's a big deal. This is a big deal for me because Math is my man. You know what I'm saying? Like we go way back.
Appreciate that.
So I do have a podcast called Call Me When It's Over. Luckily for everybody who you mind if I shout it out?
Yeah,
okay, cool. So everybody who doesn't know, I have a podcast called Call Me When It's Over. I am on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and iHeartRadio now officially after this year. Episode 125 actually just came out today. So 125 just came out today.
125, God
yeah,
damn.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Woo! 125.
It's a blessing.
I'm over here on 4 and shit.
It's a marathon, bro. They no race. Shout out to Nipsey. Shout out to Nipsey. Initially when I came in, because you know how it is, like we showed together before, and all these conversations we have, I'm like, man, nobody speaks like us. Nobody speaks to us the way we speak to each other. So instead of us getting on these little corny ass shows or whatever, shout out if you're doing your thing, but you know what I mean when I say corny shows. Everybody who's looking for the same deals and shit. Unless we don't need to get on the shows, but like if you're gonna ask me who inspires me, ask it in a better way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like the way you did it, it's like, oh, that shit is swag. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I say, I needed to speak. I needed people to know that artists have voices, like, and not just we have voices. We got some stuff to say.
Yeah.
So I made this platform, and initially I said, shout out to the company that represents me, RageWorks.net. Shout out to my guy Rich, my whole RageWorks family. I said I need to have something to where it's of course life through my eyes. But everybody on my show is somebody I respect. And I haven't brought anybody on my show that's not respected by me. Nobody. I'm not getting somebody just because they hype. I'm not getting somebody just because they popping. Like, granted, that's going to come later in the day because contracts are going to come. And you know how that goes. But as long as I have a platform, I don't care what no company reach out to me. My people going to be on my show. So when I got to the point where I was like, you know what? All right, now, because it started bi-weekly. Then I campaigned for weekly. After 5 episodes, they gave it to me. I say, I gotta have such and such. I gotta have this. I gotta have that. I already had I had to list it out, and I'm like, you know what? This is needed. That's why when I saw you do this, I'm like, yo, you got it. Yeah. You're in the right space. Like we need more. And I'm not telling people to get podcasts just because it's the hot thing to do, like dropping a mixtape. You feel me? Like you have to have something to speak about. You have to have something of value. Something you have to have put in some work. I need to know you got some experience. You feel me? It can't just be, hey, I want to talk about this. Like we have a hot topic today. Like that shit is whack.
Yeah, nah, shit is whack. Because I was thinking about it. We was talking about it earlier, and especially on my show, it's we talk about social issues, like, yo, did you see that Kanye shit? You know what I mean? But I try to tie it into the relationship as far as what we're talking about. So, you know what I mean? It's not always going to be that, you know what I mean, go to with that, because I really want to know who the artists are. And I want the people to know who the artists are, So I was, listening some more and just paying attention to what you're saying. It's like, all right, you peep the craft early. You got the opportunity from Ms. Roberts, you know what I mean, to say, hey, you know what I mean, this guy, just put him in the corner and let him do his thing. Fast forward, you know what I mean, now you're doing your thing as far as your art, you know what I mean, we're celebrating 125 episodes with your podcast.
It's a blessing.
Because you said you wanted a voice, you know what I mean, or you have a voice and you wanted to put that out there. What is your work saying now? And now we're talking about the visual work, because we know, know, on the tone of what, you know what I mean, what the podcast is like. And if you don't know, Call Me When It's Over is just pretty much just you're speaking to the artist and you bring up some social issues and you try to tie that in.
I'm talking to the artist.
Yeah,
you know, to the artist.
Yeah, you're definitely talking and chatting with them. It's like, you know, one thing I've always wanted to ask you: what is your work saying right now?
Right now, that's a good question because as of right now, where I'm at with my work, so I have a trilogy of live art performances. Like the final one is actually coming up October 13th. So quick plug, October 13th, Josie's Boy presents Love Crimes: The Ultimate Love Story Volume 3. You can go get tickets. It's coming up. It's Ultimate Love Story VOL3.eventbrite.com. Go get them tickets. There's still some left. So I went through. So the whole story is about right now. I wanted to tell a story of my work. I needed to say something, and I like coming out last year. I did my color challenge.
Okay.
So for everybody who followed me on Instagram, I did a color challenge for 2017. I picked one color a month or one medium a month, and I did a picture every single day. So that's 365 days of me just making shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is it easy? No. Is it fun? No, not all the time. Like I can't even lie to you the whole time. Yeah. But it challenged me. You know, I always had the work ethic, but it challenged me to like, all right, now I got to think on the fly. Like, all right, whatever. So, because I truly believe if you're great at something, you should be able to do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah, facts.
That's how I feel. You know, but coming out of that, I thought about doing another challenge for 2018. And I just didn't feel it. I made the list and everything. January 1st, I was ready. I was ready to do it. And I'm walking, I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I was listening to, so I am a Kanye fan, big Kanye fan.
Me too,
So
man.
I went back to, I love him. I hope he gets better. I watched Storytellers when he did VH1 Storytellers. True. And he has a monologue at the end where I'm on like 59th Street just walking, and he says no artist's second album should sound like their first. He said you're just repeating yourself. You're cheating yourself. And at that moment I was like, yo, I'm not doing the challenge again. I'm not doing another challenge. It's repeating myself. So I said, how can I move forward? And I went through like a really bad breakup last year, or at least it was bad for me. I don't know about her. I don't know how she feels. You feel me? It was bad for me. You feel me?
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, she don't. She good.
You know how y'all are, man. Nasty, you vipers, you.
So I had the idea of this live performance 5 years ago. So I was like, I was going through one of my sketchbooks. I was like, it's time for this. Okay. It's time for this. So I met up with some people. I promised myself in 2018 that I would not lose relationships. I'm going to be adamant in staying with my people and like keeping relationships that I made and that I have, at least the valuable ones.
Okay.
So I set a date in January. I said 3 dates. I said April was like 21st or 22nd, April 21st. Then I said July 15th. And then I said October 13th. And I'm doing shows on all those days. So the show is about, the live performance is about the past 5 years of my love life. So it's a lust, love, lost story. Okay. So now we're at the ending of it. So it's the closing of that chapter. But like my main goal right now, my biggest inspiration is Madison Square Garden. Like 30,000 people. I want to make live art concerts. Like that's where I'm at. Okay. And I know like I'm paving it, like I'm getting, like I'm building something, you know, because you already know when you on the road to something great, like people start paying attention.
It takes time.
You know how it takes time. I know how that goes, but I know I'm doing something right because people already want like, you know how that goes. Yeah. But like right now, my work is speaking of like my life and love and vulnerability. Like I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable to people. I'm allowing myself to be read and seen, because you know I'm vocal. I speak my truth. I live in my truth. But I'm allowing myself to be more open to myself.
Yeah, that's kind of hard too, especially in a business. You know what I'm saying? Where you become vulnerable to somebody else because of the dollar. You know what I mean? They put it on you and they're like, well, you know, I gave you this amount, so you got to give me this amount. Facts. And it's like, I don't really know.
Facts.
You know, and as secluded as we are sometimes, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to like just put yourself out there and show that through your work. And that's really important, man. And it sounds like it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
You know what I mean? It sounds like it's also relieving. Like it's like is it letting, or is it giving you more pressure, or is it taking away more pressure? How is that going for you?
I can tell you right now, and I said it to somebody before, this is the first time in my life I don't feel in limbo. Like in my art life, I don't feel in limbo. I don't feel like I have to think twice about what the next move is. I don't have to. I feel like I'm in the middle of, you know, like people are like, oh, I'm stuck. I'm like, I feel like I'm like my old life is behind me, and I'm like, the breakthrough's right there. Yeah, this is the first time in my life I have to just sit still and like, you did your part. Let everything else work out. That's it. You feel me?
It's super important.
And but that just comes to, like, you know how they tell you it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. Like, can I tell you on some for real shit? Like 2019 would be 10 years when I first started making super serious shit. Okay. So, and I'm not trying to put a number on anything. Yeah, but it's like
the time.
My due is coming. Yeah. Now, you feel me? You feel me? So it's like everything coming, everything coming, and like all along the way, I met people like you, and I met Birch, and I met, shout out to my brother Young Established. I met all these people. My guy Nico Woods, who you know, y'all actually played him earlier, shout out to him. And it's like I met all these people, and I'm like, yo, how can I utilize everybody? Like, how can we work together? Because that's not what the average person in New York says. Nah. They're like, they just want to know people just to know people. I'm like, how can I use these people to like, so we can be better? You feel me?
Be better in that sort. You know what I mean? So to all y'all artists out there that's checking in and all that, on whatever platform and streaming site that you're on, just remember that it's really important to talk to your artists and, you know what I mean, continue those relationships. You know what I'm saying? So you're able to book yourself for the next few weekends. You know what I'm saying? And rather than, you know, waiting for that person to, you know, give you their information at a show, for a show that they're gonna do 6 months later.
Send a DM.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, reach out, say what's up, keep that going. You know what I mean? Keep the bond strong. It's important. Have fun with it too. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like I said before, you're having fun with your work. Yeah. We see that. You know what I mean? The color palettes are looking really solid. You looking really progressive as far as the work is concerned too. Thank you. You know, you said Madison Square Garden, but you're gonna like the stage. How does that, for those, like, how does the stage look?
How does it work?
Yeah, how does the stage look? I want to know how the stage look, because I already knew I pictured in my head. Can we get much higher?
Yeah, we talking stadium status, baby. Stadium status. Like I see, like, all right, I don't know if you watched what is the name of that show? I can't remember. It's what is it called? It's on I know it's on Netflix or whatever. I can't remember the name of it. But Ez Devlin, the stage designer, she was on it.
Oh, okay.
And you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I watched that one episode over and over and over and over. Is it called Abstract?
It's Abstract.
If for all you young artists, like, that's a good show to start with. Watch Abstract on Netflix.
For something else for Abstract and Netflix, if y'all don't put a person of color on there to represent one time out of, because I watched every episode.
Me too, and there was not one person of color, not one.
No architects, no stage designers, no nothing. We out here. So
at least give us fashion.
Yeah, give us fashion. Like, shit, we get the flyest on the planet. You know,
feel me? Like,
I got the silky on. You know, we got the silkiest garments. God damn it!
Come on,
I peeped that. But Abstract, definitely a mix.
Watch it.
I'm looking at her designs, her stage presence. You know what I mean? She actually did some shit for Ye. So
yeah, she did. Like Beyonce, Jay, anybody who's anybody.
You know, so you got the stage. You on that? Oh, okay.
So, like, my thing is this: like, you know how long I've been doing live art, and I got to, like, I love live art, but I mean, this might sound like really condescending, but I got too good at it. I'm like, I just don't want to do it no more. Like, I'll do it, but it's like, I need more. So I got to the point where I had it down to a science. Like, you give me 4 hours, I'm like, I can talk, finish, talk, whatever. It just got too easy for me. Yeah. And I'm like, then the body painting, like, body painting was fun, but everybody kept doing body painting. It's like, then it gets watered down after a while. I don't want to do it. So I'm like, what can I do to take everything to another level? Yeah. I need this shit to be big. So I see, like, right now, without, giving too much away, I see the screens, I see the colors going across, I see the visuals, I hear the original music, like, I have the dancers, the models, like, I see it all in my head. Yeah. And it's funny, I said it on my show, I said, I'm not waiting for nobody to invest in me. Yeah. I'm not waiting. They're gonna come, but I'm just not waiting. And when that comes, I'm gonna get the Barclays, I'm gonna get the MSGs, I'm gonna get these stadiums. It's gonna happen, bro. And if I like, I don't put anything negative on myself, but if it never happens, I know somebody behind me is gonna do it.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's
That
paving the
like,
way.
Yeah, so it's like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, let me, for lack of a better term, let me be the prophet. I'll be the martyr. Let me try it. Like, you feel me? Let me try it, and I'll have fun doing it. Then if my son so happens to do it, if my nephew so happens to do it, if my best friend so happens to do it, like, that's a one up for the culture.
You spoke the culture. You spoke about where you're at as far as the space and how comfortable you feel right now is financial stability as well. You know what I mean? Like investing in yourself. That's part of why I put the dollar bill on my pieces at times.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's like investing in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. So artists out there, I know it's hard.
It's very hard.
It's a struggle, but it ain't no struggle like it's no different from anybody else that has a 9 to 5 per se. Don't ever get it twisted and think, oh my God, because they have no. Listen, I understand, but everybody is suffering this in the same way, but it's just different feelings. I don't know all that psychic shit.
No, yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
You're establishing that right now. You know what I mean? How important is that to you? You know what I mean? To stay financially invested in yourself.
It's important because like somebody like Damon John, the guy who's like one of the founders of FUBU, he does like what is it? Shark Tank. He does Shark Tank. Yeah. And I saw him do a video and he says, if you come to me with an idea and you have a business, I ask you if you made capital off of it and you say, no, I want 90% of your business if I invest into it. Whereas if I do it, and if he says, if you do it, you make some kind of money, you have some kind of leeway for it, that's the difference between 10 and 90%. Like, I only want 10%. If you're doing something, like, there's not much for me to do but give you money to make stuff. Yeah. And I refuse to sit down and wait for somebody to bring me a check. Like, I'll do whatever I can to make my check. I'll do whatever I can to, like, my vision is my vision. It's nobody else's. I woke up with it. I went to sleep with it. Like, I have to do it first. I can't come to somebody and say, hey, give me $5,000 for this if I've never done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like people who get mad about getting jobs without having the experience on their resume. You never did it, bro.
Yeah.
You never did it. So it's you don't reach for it. You feel me? So it's important for myself to like put every dollar that I have, because if you're gonna give advice to people and you're gonna tell them to follow their dreams and you're not supporting your own dreams, you need to shut the fuck up. You need to shut up.
God
damn.
damn.
You feel me? It's that simple. Shut up.
Toast to the douchebags.
Hey, listen. I'll be whatever they label me.
Yeah, so because some people might take that as that, but no, seriously, if you're in the field, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was speaking to somebody. I was, on the street, hustling and bustling. I was out in Williamsburg, I think. Was yesterday, matter of fact. And I'm on North 6 and Bedford.
Funny, no lie. I was over on I walked past No 6 in Bedford. I was going to Berry.
Okay.
So we was in the same place. Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm out there and I'm, selling my little paintings and stuff like that.
Respect.
And get back on the train and somebody's telling me, trying to offer me some advice. Like, yo, you should be at Brooklyn Open Studios. And I'm like, I really appreciate that, but yo, check this out. My mans and them got something in there right now. I just came from there yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He actually gave me more jewels on how to get in there and how much this room costs and to, put up my pieces than someone telling me where I should go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're going to give that advice to you artists out there, don't just tell me I should just stand outside Bushwick Studios and just have my paintings out there and be like, yo, all willy-nilly, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. It's like, if you're going to give that information out, yo, point me to the person that could get me this room.
That's it, because it's and it's funny, like, being like the people who are like, you know how it is, we've been at plenty of events, and it's like right now where we're at, it's like, all right, we know our worth.
That's a fact.
You got to give me what I want. If not, then you don't want me, you know. We get to the point where it's like people used us already. Like, when I see these events and like, there's nothing wrong with having a regular gallery show there's nothing wrong with that. We need representation everywhere we possibly can have it. So I will never down that. I'm against people using artists right now. That's what I'm against. So it's like, yeah, you can give advice and you can tell me whatever, but if you haven't done it, don't tell me shit. people want us to like be at these events and be at that events, and they don't understand that it's like it's not lucrative for us all the time.
Yeah.
It's not meant for us all the time. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. Not everything has to be about the bag. I get it. Like we got bills and stuff. We're adults, but not everything is about the bag.
Yeah.
Some things are about experiences. Some things are about like just being better. But if you, like you said, if you don't have the direction and the person to point me to, don't tell me anything. Like, this is not the Basquiat days. We're not gonna catch Andy Warhol and Bruno Bishopberger, just walking around
puppeteering and shit.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, and then it's not. It doesn't happen like that.
No.
This is those hubs where they had the artists who sat down. You know what I mean? And just said, we say, hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it doesn't work like that. But. I mean, more. More
we're building that.
More bricks are being added into this foundation and what we got going on here at S.STREET Media. You know what I'm saying? This is our school. Another episode. This is like one of the best ones. So for all of them have been great. You've been killing. I just been thinking about the pioneer shit and what actually got me wanting to do this too. Because I said, you know what? I want to do something like this as well, and that's from seeing you doing this. So I really appreciate that. Yo, we're gonna take a little quick music break. So who we had so far? We had Nico was
Mickey Fax
and Mickey Fax. Yo, for all y'all that's trying to jack the playlist, you know what I'm saying? Yo, don't forget, just listen. You know what I'm saying? Put the Alexa up. Alexa, what song is this? You know what I'm saying? Because they be jacking our playlist, bro. Because we be having fire on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do at S.STREET Media. Yo, it's your host, your baby moms. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Math, whenever you ready, bruski. You know what I'm saying? We're just out here. Our school, another episode, y'all.
Astro. Yeah. Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know. Winter's here. My dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just all he know. He don't know nothing else. I tried to show him. Yeah. I tried to show him. Yeah. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame, he in sicko mode. Made this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out boys, that's Nike boys hopping our coops. This shit way too big, when we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at Post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 24-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, think my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the crackers wish it was a news. Sunset.
Surrender, retreat, we all in too deep. Plan for keeps, don't play us for weak.
Sunset.
Surrender, retreat, we all in too deep. Plan for keeps, don't play us for weak.
This shit way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit. Stacy Dash, most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these hoes I made off records I produce. I might take all my exes and put them all in a group. Hit my essays, I need the booch. About to turn this function into Bonnaroo. Told her hop in, you coming too. In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm Uncle Luke. Have to slot the top off, it's just a roof. She said, where we going? I said the moon. We ain't even make it to the room. She thought it was the ocean, it's just a pool. Now I gotta open, it's just a ghost. Who put this shit together? I'm the glue. Someone said, shorty face, Tommy out the blue. Someone said,
Plan for keeps,
someone said, motherfucker, someone said.
don't play us for weak.
Astro. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Yeah. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy. Slept through the flight, ayy, not for the night, ayy. 767, man, this shit got double bedroom, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, no, it's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Vegas in my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah. Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like, yeah. That's what we like, yeah. Lost my respect, you not a threat. When I shoot my shot, that shit wetty like on Shaq. See the shots that I took, wet like on Book, wet like on Lizzie. I be spinning valley circle blocks till I'm busy. Like where is he? No one seen her. I'm tryna clean her. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. Woo. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, 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 like a light. Yeah, Pastor Dawson sell, he sending texts, ain't sending kites. Yeah, he say keep that on like I say, you know this shit is tight. Yeah, it's absolute. Yeah, I'm back with Boot. It's lit. La Ferrari. Jamba Juice, yeah, we back on the road, they jumping off no parachute, yeah, shorty in the back, she say she working on the glutes, yeah, ain't by the book, yeah, it's how it look, yeah, by the check, yeah, just check the foots, yeah, pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took, baby mama cover Forbes, got these other bitches shook, yeah. Astro. Yeah. Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know. When it's here, my dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just all he know, he don't know nothing else. I tried to show him. Yeah. I tried to show him. Yeah, 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 yeah. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame, he in sicko mode. Made this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out boys, that's Nike boys hopping our coops. This shit way too big, when we pull up, give me the loot. Give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at Post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 24-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in, Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Juice. Different color chains, think my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the crackers wish it was a news. Sunset.
Surrender, retreat, we all in too deep. Plan for keeps, don't play us a week.
Sunset.
Surrender, retreat, we all in too deep. Plan for keeps, don't play us a week.
This shit way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit. Stacy Dash, most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these hoes I made off records I produce. I might take all my exes and put them all in a group. Hit my essays, I need the booch. About to turn this function into Bonnaroo. Told her hop in, you coming too. In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm Uncle Luke. Have to slot the top off, it's just a roof. She say where we going, I said the moon. We ain't even make it to the room. She thought it was the ocean, it's just a pool. Now I gotta open, it's just a ghost. Who put this shit together, I'm the glue. So and said, shorty face, Tommy out the blue. So and said,
Plan for keeps,
so and said, motherfucker, so and said.
don't play us a week.
Yeah. Hey, hey. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Yeah. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy. Slept through the flight, ayy, not for the night, ayy. 767, man, this shit got double bedroom, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, no, it's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Vegas in my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah. Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like, yeah. That's what we like, yeah. Lost my respect, you not a threat. When I shoot my shot, that shit wetty like on Shaq. See the shots that I took, wet like on Book, wet like on Lizzie. I be spinning valley circle blocks till I'm dizzy. Like where is he? No one seen him. I'm tryna clean him. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. Woo. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, 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 like a light. Yeah, Pastor Dawson Sally sending texts, ain't sending kites. Yeah, he say keep that on like I say, you know this shit is tight. Yeah, it's absolute. Yeah, I'm back with Boot. It's lit. La Ferrari. Jamba Juice, yeah, we back on the road, they jumping off no parachute, yeah, shorty in the back, she say she working on the glutes, yeah, ain't by the book, yeah, it's how it look, yeah, by the check, yeah, just check the foots, yeah, pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took, baby mama cover Forbes, got these other bitches shook, yeah.
Yeah, and we back. That was Sicko Mode with Trav and Aubrey.
Drizzy.
I call him Drizzy. Yeah, I call him Aubrey.
I watch him on. His name has to be Aubrey because I watch him on Degrassi.
Yeah, it has to be Aubrey. Like, sorry. Yeah. I know you're at the top of the game and shit or whatever, but your name will always be Aubrey to me. It won't be do right and kill everything.
Heard it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Trav too, man. Those hoodies that you put out were entirely too expensive.
I agree.
The fucking $400 and like I get the like the limited merch and things like that because you know you're on a certain level and all that, but
it wasn't even that well put together.
Yeah, it was regular stuff. But I did see that a school reached out to him in Texas. Yeah, the school reached out. High school said they wanted to use his album cover as part of their graduation shirts. And he said, yo, you know what? I'm going to design your own shirts.
That's lit.
So I appreciate that. So shout outs to all the musicians out there that's also looking at art in a way where, you know, they don't have to necessarily confine themselves to the corporate standard of an album cover to say that it's artwork. You know what I'm saying? You can always express your talents in many other ways and put that out there so that everybody can enjoy it and not have to spend $450 fucking dollars on a hoodie because I ain't got $450.
I really don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get this bag right now and I still can't afford to buy the hoodie for $450 even with this bag I'm expecting.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, so another episode, S.STREET Media, it's your host, your baby moms. We here, we're talking with your boy Josie Boy, your girl's favorite artist. We've been speaking about a few things. Actually, this is the first episode where we are now 3 songs in.
Yeah.
Normally after the 3rd song, it's over.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, all right, that's it. But yo, it's been great dialogue. You know what I'm saying? We talk about your transition from when you noticed your skill to who gave you that first shot. Shout out to Ms. Roberts. We appreciate you in art class because that is important. Stop taking the art classes out of our schools.
Please.
Okay? Because there's guys like us that need them. Yes. All right? We've been dropping some jewels for the younger generation and things like that. You know, we don't have that much time. I would like to know who some of those guys that you see right now that's, you know what I mean, blazing trails in the art world.
I'm definitely gonna try to keep it like broad because of course I'm gonna name people living clearly. Some of my favorite people. Right now you got David Flores from California.
Okay, shout out Dave. I know
he's dope. Yeah, Dave, his line work is like damn
crazy.
One of my favorite painters at the moment, Anthony Lister.
Okay,
he's from Australia. Like he has this figurative, like right now it's I relate to him because that's kind of where I'm at with my work. It's like that whole. I have the steady hand, but I also want to like do so much more. I don't want to just have everything super duper tight. But Anthony Lister, Sam Flores from San Francisco. Oh man, there's so many people. And I mean, just keep it in my circle. Keep it 100. Like you got Birch, you got Zip, Killing. My brother Young Established, so he's actually somebody we need because he's an educator. Yeah, so he's important.
Yeah, we're gonna get him up here too, man. Shout out to Young Established. We're gonna get you up here, bro.
We're gonna make that
I'm just like 437 episodes deep with this shit, but I'm gonna get you too. Don't worry about it. You coming up here.
Then I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of like illustrators I like. You got Kano. You got guys like Aries from Brazil. Okay. It's a lot to name. But I try to stay up on a lot of people that are near me. Like those are the people. Like shout out to my boy Mello. Yeah, Mello's All Life. Shout out to Mello.
Yeah, man. Coming up, young guy.
He's his persistence. That's why actually he FaceTimed me the other day. Yeah. His persistence is big. Yeah, he's big. Yeah, yeah.
That's my man. He was a little mad, but he said he wasn't mad, but
I know I couldn't make it show. Like,
we love you though, man. We got you up here too.
We spoke. So that's my guy. But yeah, I mean, staying in the neighborhood. Like I like going through hoods and finding people to look at and people to talk to and like reaching out to those people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's important. But yeah, I mean, right now those are like my big person right now is Anthony Lister. That's my big.
Her.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony Listen, man. I've been checking out the work too, man. I've been watching a lot of people, so that's the fire that gives you what's coming up. You got something coming up October 13th. One of my favorite numbers, by the way.
Is that right?
Back to back, Birch is doing True Religion on the 12th, and then you're doing your show on the 13th. It's like I'm thinking about my schedule, and I'm just like,
I didn't even know. I gotta hit Birch. I'm gonna have to go to that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you know what I mean. You want to talk a little bit more? What's about to happen? Because it's been a long time. Well, it's the third rendition of it.
It's the final one in the series. Yeah. So the whole series is called The Ultimate Love Story. Like I said, it's 5 years in the making. It's a story about my love life in the past 5 years. In the past 5 years, I went through I got out of I broke up an 8-year relationship. Then hit my little hoe phase. Like low key, like fell in love with like one of my best friends. And I mean, shit, I love it. So shout out to my chopper. That's my people, man. I love it to death. Like meeting people, meeting women that I fell for, and then like running away from that, and then finding somebody who I thought was like it. But then later realizing that she just stroked my ego and that was it. You know how that goes. So that like killed me, but whatever. So the whole series is called Ultimate Love Story. The first one was in April. I titled each one of them different. So the first one was Everything She Has. The second one was Moment in Life, and this one's called Love Crime. So the hashtag for this one is like, what would you do for love? So it's like I'm telling that story now. It's like first I meet you and I'm like pursuing you. Second, we're in love and it's like, oh my God, everything's great. And then now it's like, what do we do after? Yeah. So I'm not, without giving too much away because it's still got to happen. But October 13th, 17 Frost Gallery. It's right over Lorimer on the L train.
Right there.
Right over there. We over here.
Yeah. I met a guy from 17 Frost. He was telling me about a group exhibition show while I was in Williamsburg Saturday about it. I was like, oh, that sounds crazy because my man is having something over there. He was like, I'm curating there. I'm not the guy who owns the spot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I probably know because I know one of the curators. I know the owner and I know one of the curators.
You know what I mean? But it's in the universe. So you're having a live performance art.
So this is And a lot of people seeing, like, I have footage from the, so the way I did this series is like the first one, I equated it to like the first one was the listening party. So super intimate. A lot of people were there, but I had it in a smaller space, and it was like, I didn't do any videography. I did none. So if you weren't there, you weren't there. It's too bad.
It's one of those.
I have cell phone footage. I did put some of it out on Instagram. The second one was the album release. So I had videography. I had a little bit of, I have the alcohol at the pop-up shop, I had all that stuff. This one is the concert. It's the big one. So I have sponsors. Shout out to my sponsors. Buy Water. They're sponsoring me. Which,
Heard it.
Like, that's a big one right there. So Buy, shout out to them. Confections by Kathy. Robin Laura Events. My home company with my podcast, RageWorks.net, and Love Is Enough Productions. So shout out to all of them, all my sponsors. And this one is... So when I started the series, I was hype about the ending before I even got through the first two, because I knew it was supposed to be big. I seen it, bro. That was the first one I saw. I didn't see the first two in my head. I saw the last one. So this one is like my baby. This is the whatever. So shout out to who had shout out to my team, Alexis A. McCoy. She works on production with me. Shout out to my boy Travis Cameron. That's my guy. My DJ Maya Moves. And one of my previous models for the show, Dover, shout out to Christian Dover. She's dope. And yeah, this one, I can't give everything away, but you guys need to be at this one. If you saw the last, like, the story makes sense, so like you won't be super lost out. You'll be influenced by the whole thing. But to get your tickets, because there's still some tickets available, there's only 3 VIP tickets left. To get your tickets, you go to Ultimate Love Story VOL3, like Volume 3, Ultimate Love Story VOL3.eventbrite.com. It's October 13th from 8 to 12. Doors open at 7. It's a full-blown solo show. I have 20 pieces that no one's ever seen. I haven't put it on Instagram, nothing there. So it's 20 unseen pieces, open bar. I have a lot of stuff.
Self-made. You're doing this all by yourself.
All by myself.
But you have, you know what I mean, those people that are assisting you with the sponsorships and things like that. And
the sponsors are just giving me shit. They ain't giving me no money, though.
No, I mean, but you're utilizing your networks. You know what I'm saying? So even as part of this and you checking this out, you know what I mean, here, our school, your boy Josie Boys, you know what I mean, dropping little gems on you on how to still utilize those networks. It takes steps. Now, when they see this later on, they be like, oh, yeah, I've done 3 shows straight, and I've had these sponsors. Like, I am that type of artist. So that's where it comes from. It doesn't come from Coca-Cola coming down to you and, you know what I mean, putting you on West Houston and have you paint a wall. Okay, it doesn't happen like that, all right?
You got to get that footwork.
Yeah, you got to put your footwork in, man. We're excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the building, you know. I ain't really want to say it yet. I just like popping up this shit because that's just how I am. I'm definitely going to check it out, cover it, see what's the word. You know what I mean? I didn't get to check the last 2. Because
we're moving, we're adults.
Yeah, we're all moving. You know what I'm saying? But it's important to, you know what I mean, go check your artists out while they're here, man, because shit be happening. You know what I mean? And don't forget, though, you know, we still like this. You know what I'm saying? We still got this color and all that. So we are not just facing liabilities as far as our art is concerned, but we, you know, other people look at us.
They look at us funny, bro.
They look at us funny out here. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, holla at your boy. I really do appreciate you for coming through. It's been amazing. Shout outs to everybody that's been checking in. Shout outs to everybody that's been tuning in. Forgot Rap Snacks today. I'll get them.
We'll get them next time.
We're gonna get Rap Snacks back up here. Shout outs to Artists and Craftsman Supply for, you know what I mean, always supplying these little trinkets and things like that. You know, Amsterdam, Payne, Dolan, Raleigh, Montana. You know what I mean? Black. We appreciate you, Angeles, for throwing us some stuff and all that good things and things.
Yeah, because I use them.
Yo, I love Angeles.
They're dope.
I use Angeles on denim, all types of whatever. You know what I mean? I just love it, and it works well. That's one of your tools, right?
Oh, big time.
What color belt do you think that you have in the art judo?
That's a good question. I mean, because, you know, low key we gonna have to be some kind of humble. You feel me? So I mean, I guess enough. I have enough experience to be a black belt. But
you don't have all the stuff at the end of the black belt. Because it'd be like that. Like you see the guy with the black belt, right? He just got his black belt. You're like, oh, okay, he's lit. And then his man that gave him the black belt got all little, extra slashes and all that. You're like, damn, what is he?
I got like one slash.
I feel you. We do give out belts here at art school. You know what I'm saying? This is the university and stuff like that. You know, where we do talk to artists and of all practices. So if you're interested, don't forget, just give us a holler, give us a follow on S.STREET Media. You could give my boy Josie Boy a holler. You want to give him your plug and all that?
Yeah. Make sure you guys follow me at JOSIESBOY, all one word, # your favorite artist, and follow the podcast at _ Call Me When It's Over.
Call me when it's over. I'm going to be up there soon. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking more stuff, you know what I mean, about art and all that. Yo, it's your host, your baby mom. Shout outs to 1718 Collective in the building. So what's up, man? How you doing, man? You know, shout outs to everybody that's brown and proud out there. We really appreciate you for checking us out. I was thinking today was going to be a lovely day, and it turned out to be a wonderful day. So I'm blessed. I know you're blessed. I appreciate you for coming out here. Don't forget, Love Crimes is coming up. You know what I'm saying? October 13th. Josie Boy, you could get those tickets.
The link is in my bio.
You know, right there. You know, all right, so you know how you do swipe left and all right, so link in bio. You can go, you know what I mean, click the link and go get yourself a ticket and all that good stuff. I'm going to wear a clean shirt, a clean white tee. I've been on my white tee wave, man. I've just been chilling. A lot of, you know, paint on my pants and all that, but it's been strictly white tees. That's what type of time I'm on, or a black tee or something. Yo, we appreciate Math and then in the back, engineering and all that. Make sure that these mics is and all that. Yo, S.STREET Media, don't forget, we here every Sunday, 7 to 8, but today was a little like 7 to 9, whatever. Maniac Experience, he's not here. Shout outs to both Crowns and Head Toss. Shout outs to everybody that's been on the radio so far, well, on the podcast, and you know what I mean, wiping it down and all that.
Heard it.
Yo, it's your boy, your baby mom's here. Yo, whenever you ready, man, you could drop the tune them. Yo, boom, big up yourself. Art School. You know what I'm saying?
They call you Red, and I ain't no punk. Better not be.
Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red. Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red. Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red. Grew up in the world full of thieves, son of Earl and Louise, yearning for greed, I was working for me. My pops died on the train tracks, whites left him laid flat, cause my mama fell in love with a man with a shade black. Probably got his brain cracked, scarred as a little kid. Thought about law school, but that's not what niggas did. Crack ass teacher thought carpentry was what it is. Still smarter than them little bastards, I was a whiz. My hair was red, no kind of coloring, all natural, tried to be the black Ed Sullivan. Moved in with Ella, I was clubbing it, shining shoes suffering, so I started hustling. Train job wasn't cutting it, I couldn't fuck with it. Serving white people wasn't me, I had enough of it. Fell in love with Harlem, cool cats, not squares. Old country boy in green suits and Contair. I got drunk, smoked weed, ran numbers. Give me some skin, daddy, yo, I was a bad brother. Kalamazoo had my mother in the padded gutter. She went crazy when that man dumped her. Black hustler turned down the army, being in the pack bunker. Dreams of a Cadillac bumper. I was a gat sucker, used to run package errands. Thinking back, I blame it all on my lack of parents. Midwest boy in Harlem with a whack appearance. Gambling pennies and tips in the racketeering. Hanging out uptown, Sammy Master pimping. Red Fox cleaning kitchens, he was stacking dishes. Man, listen, I got fired from Smalls, I had to prove a point. Selling reefers, using joints, everybody knew Detroit. Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red. 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 Man, I was on the cops hit list, never scentless but senseless. Moved to 110th, I still sell sticks. Drop offs cause I had the pig searching my belt print. This is way before Bill Russell was on the Celtics. Reefer money moved slow, started doing stick-ups. Cocaine I had to sniff up to cure the hiccups. Had to pick the 4/5 up without a mix-up. Sammy tried to kill me cause I smacked this bitch up. Kept gambling strongly, pray to hit a number and get paid from Archie. That West Indian man with good memory, he'll kill you in a heartbeat. Left Harlem cause he tried to spark me wrongly. Got back to Boston, me and Shorty was rocking. Sophie and the sister was down, we started plotting. Brought another guy named Rudy into the project. Had to set him straight so he knew that I was a problem. Wasn't afraid to die, started wildin'. Emptied out my gun with the bullets I had inside it. Silence, it covered the room, had him quiet. Put a slug back in the gun like a deposit. Let the cylinder spin and put it to my noggin. Popped it, nothing came out, I started smiling. Did it again, they was astonished. But little did they know I had the bullet in my pocket. Then we started robbing handbags and jewelry boxes. Going in the houses, sneakier than the mouse gets. Money out of wallets, clothes out of closets. Even when they snored, lifted up arms and took watches. Did it for a while until shit got obnoxious. Doors started knocking, we caught by the coppers. Judge gave me 10, but not cause of my charges. It's cause Sophie and her sister look like his daughters. 2-year crime turned to a dime cause of racism. I hate prison cause I see it as a slave system. It's all good, should it be painless, shameless. Long as Boston and Harlem know what my name is. Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red. Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red. Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red. Detroit Red, my name is Detroit Red.
Like your heart, I like your style. You might just do Mr. Red. Unless, of course, you have to get back to your train.